In this video, I'm going to show you all my top tips for playing bar chords. Number one is certainly keeping this elbow into the side, which naturally puts your first finger on an angle so that we're actually hitting the strings with this inside of your first finger. If I want to play the F chord, for example, elbow into the side naturally puts me in a good position to set me up for the win with this F bar chord. I'm also going to bend it ever so slightly because I'm aware that that first finger only has to really hold down string 6, string 1 and string 2. Doesn't have to hold down the middle ones at all. So having a slight bend to it I think really helps accentuate those two strings ringing out and string 6. Even for an F minor chord, a slight curvature of that first finger I think is really good. Tip number 3, fingers 2, 3 and 4 right on the tips like a claw hand, like an animal hand, okay? So they're like this, which is unnatural. This is not how we hold things. We hold things like this, these fingers being flat, but we can't play advanced chords with fingers 2, 3 and 4 like that. They're always curled over like this with a real curl in this first knuckle of fingers 2, 3 and 4. So for the F chord, look at that curl. That's what we're after. If it's an F minor chord, middle finger lifts off, but it doesn't lift off to be over here. It just lifts off by a centimetre or so. And we make sure it's ringing out there. For root 5 bar chords, like the C to a C minor, same principles apply, elbow in, but that first finger is muting string 6. And just going between a major and a minor chord is fantastic. And then we want to mix and match bar chords with two things. Bar chords go well with open chords in certain keys like C, which is why the F chord crops up so often, and also B minor. You need to get F and B minor practiced with basic open chords like C, G, A minor, then F. And for B minor, that's going to crop up with a G chord and a D chord, and also commonly an A chord. So G, D, A, B minor. One thing that really helps when changing between A and B minor is to do a one finger A chord, because that first finger is already in place to bar at the 2nd fret. So F in the key of C and B minor in the key of D major or the key of G is where that crops up. More of that in the jamming module, module 7 of my intermediate course. That's where we pick apart musical keys and tell you about all that. But of course you also want to get it with just bar chords, like a whole song of bar chords. How would we do that? Well, there's never more than 2 major bar chords in a row commonly. We'd have then a minor, for example, so playing G, A and B minor, for example. G, A and B, this is quite similar to All Along the Watchtower. And also if we were to add a D major chord to that, we've got a root 5. A good song for this would be Waiting on the World to Change by John Mayer. Or any Jack Johnson song as well is really cool. Those are some ideas to level up your bar chord playing. Let me know how you get on with those in the comments below. Go easy on yourselves with bar chords. It's a small part in the end of what you'll actually end up playing on guitar, and it opens up a world of possibilities where you're not always holding down bar chords for dear life, but that is just a part of guitar playing that we have to push through to get you to the next level. Hope that's useful to you guys. I will see you next time. Find more of my technique videos not available on YouTube at the top of the description, available exclusively at andyguitar.co.uk.